So what's happening with Vietnam's job market for teaching English? So teaching English in Vietnam is actually, there's still a demand for it. If you look at their best universities, there's typically an English examination requirement. So teaching English there's a demand for it. But places like Hanoi, places like Ho Chi Minh, they're getting oversaturated right now. So you might have a struggle with finding a place in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh. And if you find a company, they might want to move you 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours outside that city. So something to keep in mind. Also, you might prefer the South if you're from like the West, because the South is a little more westernized versus the North, which is more closed off. And of course, there's a lot of rain in the North. So something to keep in mind. So what's my recommendation? Well, if I were you, I would stick to the South. I would not go North. And if they choose a school or center that's 30 minutes from Ho Chi Minh, I would do it. Because there's pros of doing that too, because the cost of living is cheaper. You might get less money, but the cost of living is cheaper out there. The cons are it's more secluded. You don't have as many expat communities and less to do. But sometimes it's a good thing, because there's always a 50-50 chance that this expat will be good or this expat will be bad, right? This expat will be a certain way and toxic. And there's a lot of pretentious people in this industry. And I've seen it. I've heard of stories of it. So it's always like a 50-50 chance that you might deal with an expat that's pretentious and gets on your case, more so than the locals, more so than the Vietnamese. So keep that in mind too. So it might be better to avoid the bigger cities because of that as well.